This is a drawing right here that kind of blew my mind. Sort of. It was hard for me to even draw it, really. This one's called Human Magnetic Spin Structure, or the Human Magnetic Spin Structure. I don't know how well this is going to come across in the video, but what you have here, this is a human torso here, and what you have is the head, the neck, the chest, the abdomen, and then the pelvis. I didn't get as far as to do the legs. That would have just been too much. Now, what I'm showing here is something that I had done in another video that I'm called Spin Force Fractal Primary, Secondary, and Tertiary Spins. Now, I don't know how well this drawing is going to come through, but what you have here, what I'm showing in this drawing is that the magnetic spin structure of the human being is based on the principle of spin and counterspin. And so what you have here is you have a primary larger spin, then you have these smaller spin ring that's happening within it, that's in the opposite direction, a smaller secondary counter spin ring. Then you have a tertiary, this little smaller structure within it. I don't know how well that comes through, but I'll try to get close to it so you can see it. So you have a larger spin structure, then this smaller secondary spin ring within it, and then these smaller tertiary spin rings around that secondary spin ring. So you have a first order spin, which is just a one large spin, then this second order spin ring, which is a number of opposite spins, then this third order tertiary spin rings, which is a number of spin rings around that secondary spin ring. So that might not be clear, but if you watch the other video, it will be clarified. Now, and another drawing I did is this one, where you can see there I've broken the primary spin, then within it the secondary spins, and then those smaller little branching ones, tertiary spin rings. Now, what you have here is this fractaling of spin forces, or spin force fractal, basically, which is why I did another video along these lines. But what I've done is taken this concept, and I think that this is what describes the patterns of everything in nature, but also in the human being. Another way to look at it is, here you have, primary spin, then this secondary spin rings, and then the spin ring, and then the tertiary spin rings. And I did, here's another drawing: large, medium, small. Okay, so this is what it is. Here's the head, and the head has these 4 primary magnetic spins, and then within each of these primary magnetic spins you have these secondary spin rings, and then you have tertiary spin rings. So, and it goes down. It's the same with the neck, it's the same with the with the chest. And right here, as I got down, it was hard for me to do all these lines. It's kind of, it does something to your mind, So, but here you can see the primary spin rings, the primary spins, and then the secondary spin ring on all of these. So I believe that this is precisely how you map out the spin force geometry, the spin forces of the human body, the spin forces, the magnetic spin forces that shape the human body. I think this is how you do it. So yeah, so that's the human magnetic spin structure. And yeah, I hope that that's clear. I hope it makes sense. I hope people understand what I'm getting at, and definitely watch the other video, Spin Force Fractal, because that will spell out exactly precisely what's going on here. So thank you.